Hey, what's up, bro? So I just really want to give you a quick update of how the week went. In a nutshell, as you can see behind right now, this is my podcast. Set that up just last week. Updated the first podcast, which I recorded last month, though. But nevertheless, just really want to give a quick update in terms of what I did, even though I already said that. Repeating myself all over again. This week, as you can see, it was a busy week. Okay, it was a busy week. If I had to give the week really a score, I'd probably just give it like 70%. I did a lot of the main tasks, but some ups and downs there and that. Certain things weren't done to the efficiency it was supposed to be done at. Certain things had to be pushed to the next day due to a bunch of calls being scheduled. But as you can see, this is about the fourth week right now that I've been cold calling consistently 100 people per day. And I'm not going to lie, the results I'm getting is way more than I deserve. 100%. That's, all thanks to the Most High, of course. So you can see the week, a lot of people that I called, because this week I was testing out a new script. Let me show you. But you can see the script I've been trying this week has been a commission script. So I just been pitching people and just like, hey, I think it's what people in the agency space call a Trojan horse offer. I think that's what they call it. Basically leading with something that the person wants, and then when you get them in the door, actually tell them how that really is, which is something I've really been doing for a while. I've been doing that before I even knew that's what they kind of called it. But in a nutshell, I tried using that script around last week. As you can see, that's when I started seeing a huge increase in book calls, right? As you can see, the prior month, I was testing out a different script. I was getting book calls, of course. As you can see over here, I was getting book calls. So it wasn't like I wasn't getting book calls with that other script that I was using. But I personally really hate that script. It was really long. I felt like I was singing a song. And I didn't really like it. That script, this is how it went. Hey, man, the name is Robin. Just to be 100% transparent with you, this is actually a cold call. I was wondering if I had about 30 seconds. It's basically the same opener that I have with this commission pitch, same opener. But the first one was, hey, we typically get invited by, this is the old one that I ditched, by the way. We typically get invited in by a lot of business brokers to really help them with their deal origination. And what we've been seeing is that when it comes to generating opportunities, they typically have this distance problem. I was wondering if that's something that resonates with you. Just really getting them to admit that they have a problem so we can segue into pushing them to a call, which is what I was using previously. That script was okay. I just feel like it was kind of really too long, and personally, I just didn't even like saying it. But this new pitch is really straight to the point. Something that thanks to Allah, of course, something that came up to my mind. And this script basically is, hey, the name is Robin, blah, blah, blah. And man, we partner up with specific kinds of business brokers to help them with their deal flow. And we do that on a commission basis. So we only really get compensated when we bring you a deal that you close. Does that pique your interest? Okay, I'm listening. What's the commission like? The conversation before you realize they book a call, right? And I was thinking, when people book this call, maybe they might feel like it's a free kind of service. So when I pitch them on them paying for the infrastructure, maybe they might say no. To my surprise, if you look at the next week's calendar, boom, boom. The big ones are sales calls. Boom. It's all sales calls. And you see, even yesterday I had a sales call with someone over here. I had a sales call on Friday also. So I thought it wasn't going to work. But hey, especially with this guy here, J. Shane O'Brien, I thought this guy really wasn't going to budge, because on the cold call, he was like, are you sure there's no upfront? I was like, yeah, man. I don't lie to them, but if I see the person's really, really focused on a setup fee, like, hey, are you sure there's not? I'm like, hey, I want to be transparent with you. You're going to pay for the infrastructure. So like the tools we need to, do the outreach, you're going to pay for that, but that gets reimbursed to you at closing. And then from there, typically they still go ahead, right? So it's a great offer. A lot of people are scheduling calls. Once again, all is thanks to the Most High. I can't take any credibility for any of this. The idea, the strength, is all thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that I'm having the ability to do all of this, of course. And I'm not even doing this efficiently, by the way, because if you look at my dialer, if you look at the thing that I use to call people, like, I don't even follow people that much. I only called the people 2 times, and that's it. Then I moved to the next lead. So I haven't even started following up yet. These people that I called that didn't respond. I haven't even put them inside my high level yet, because I use high level. But high level right now, they're about to ban my account. Thank God nobody's watching these videos, so I can post my bank account without fearing, without being scared. But let me pause it real quick. No, it don't really matter. I don't really care. No one's gonna watch this. But if you check inside my bank account right now, you can see like I'm $4,000 plus in debt. I had about like $300 in my account, because my high level is actually a client has helped me pay the high level account, right? A client's helped me pay it, and the client paid me because basically the client pays high level through me, and then I pay high level, so I make no profit. So the client paid, and then some software tool took money out of my account, and then instantly took money out of my account. So I'm like, what the hell? I have no money. The money I'm supposed to use to even have high level set up so I can even track my calls is being taken from me. You know what I'm saying? But like, hey, if I just need to pay this, of course. Once I pay this, because I prefer to use high level to track my stuff. I can't call using high level, of course, due to the fact that it's just too costly. But I can use this to be looking at the numbers and download my phone till I make some kind of money to actually buy the dollar that I want. This is the dollar that I actually want. It's about like $430, $450 for 3 months. But yeah, so far that's what I've been doing. 100 cold calls, as you can see. This week, this day I was having a look. Right now, I cleared my nose. Like a minute ago, my nose was filled with a bunch of snot, and that's just from since Wednesday. My man, I thought my throat was gonna cut this weekend. Like this week. What? Bro. Anyway, Friday also, the calendar was really buffed up. Had a bunch of calls back to back. This call went for hours. This call went on. This call went on for an hour. This hour. And then certain things were happening around here, basically. So I didn't get time to actually do, but I still booked 2 calls. As crazy as it sounds, I still booked 2 calls, like within 30 minutes after actually starting. Right? So one of them had me send them my calendar. One sent me his calendar, and I scheduled them. As you can see them over here. Skylar, Francis, Kevin. Right. So, man, my only fear right now is, what if I end up calling everybody in America and not signing up anybody? That's really one of my fears. But man, everything goes as God plans it, right? Everything goes as Allah plans it. So I'm just gonna keep praying, honestly, praying, and eventually, God's gonna give me what He feels as though is good for me at the beginning. Because at the beginning, right now, with this offer that I have, I don't need 5 million clients. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyway, I get a little bit weird sometimes because I'm like, okay, I'm recording this right now, but what is my goal with these recordings? What am I doing? Right? Or maybe you're not getting any views, but why should I care about the views? I don't really care about the views, but at the same time too, I'm not gonna make these videos and just be another person making these videos and not get anywhere. Anyway, let me open up my mouth and actually talk how I want to talk, instead of talking as if I have a toad in my throat. So as you can see, the week, this is what it's looking like so far, and the show up rate over here is wrong totally. I just don't attribute it properly. People show up to these calls, and I'm surprised. You think pitching this commission pitch would cause people to not come? Like, they're showing up before me. Like, I can show you email. Like, this guy wasn't, like, you believe me. I don't need to prove it to you, right? You believe me. Like, bro, I have multiple people. For example, even this week, I missed a call with this guy. Right? And I almost missed a call with this guy too. Literally. This was 30 minutes. Like, I literally missed a call with this guy, just due to the fact that I was too busy dealing with another call with someone else. Literally. This is one of the calls that I really regret doing. Guy just really wasted my time. Took 2+ hours. He's a cool guy, but he took 2+ of my hours. made it seem like he liked what I was saying, and then emailed me later just talking about how my service is the same as everybody else. Like, what do you mean? Like, I told you we pay for infrastructure. I mean, it's not like, and this wasn't even a lead from cold call. This was a lead from cold emailing. This is one of the leads from cold emailing. Anyway, weird stuff. So anyway, I'm never taking, or if I'm sick, because that day I was really, my nose was coming out with water, basically, snot back to back, and I still went ahead, my head was paining, still went ahead and took that freaking call, and that was the outcome. Not waste my time no more. If my time is over, here, schedule for another day. If you can't schedule, no problem. I don't need you as a client. You're not needed. So yeah, this week the goal is at least minimum 120 calls every single day. This is what the health track looks like so far. Alhamdulillah, we've been tracking since every single day. See Monday tracked. See the days. Yesterday I couldn't give it green. I couldn't give it. I had to just give it. I think yesterday I was a bit harsh on myself also, honestly, if I'll be honest. I was a bit harsh on myself yesterday. But yeah, my emotional swings, because every single, like around the Fridays, at first, last year it was around Thursdays. Because I would work to Monday to Wednesday, right? And then Thursday I would oscillate. Then a certain time it became Fridays. But now it's kind of becoming a Saturday. But this is the benefit of tracking, right? You're tracking, you're seeing it. Anyway, I definitely need to go ahead and make a podcast next week. And this week I'm going to scrape information for people that I'm going to start podcasting with. I'm going to use Phantom Buster to actually scrape LinkedIn, right? I'm going to use Phantom Buster to scrape LinkedIn. And then I'm going to use a tool called LeadRocks, which I bought it for a one-time price. So I'm basically going to take those URLs, feed into LeadRocks, and use Artemis. Those are basically platforms that help you, like, this basically, they enrich information for you, basically. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and scrape that, and then feed it into my Instantly, and I'm going to send out actually AI kind of emails, actually, but I'm going to use make.com. Right now I need at least $20 to make that side of things happen, I guess. So for example, if you go here, I already have an automation in here on how you can actually go about. So I have an automation here, right? And this automation, if I wanted to, I could actually have a Google Sheet here, and I can have that Google Sheet feed data into ChatGPT, and the ChatGPT will use that data and summarize it and give me like a cold email intro. And I could push it into like a cold email campaign. Right? I could push it into a cold email campaign. Boom. You get what I'm saying? And that'll be so easy. I just have to go ahead with my API. Say, for example, it's the wrong API, but hey, I can go ahead and do it anytime I want to. You get what I'm saying? And I can have like a Google Sheet here. But yeah, I don't want to waste my time right now doing that. But you get the idea. You can have like a Google Sheet. Right, you can have, yeah. So anyway, that's another conversation. I'm going to fix my landing page this week. I'm just looking at so a lot of my searches, a lot of my views are coming from YouTube searches. So I need to make sure, start trying to, I guess, fix that up and fix my YouTube tourist searches, I guess. The podcast is up. 100 cold calls every day. What else do I need to show you? Yeah, that's pretty much just really it. I'm really, as you can see this week, I got interrupted a little bit this week when I was planning for the next week, obviously. Supposed to be rehearsing my script right now, but something's happened in the house, so yeah. As you can see, I put in the bulletins for the week. So how I'm planning my weeks nowadays is I just have the bulletins, right? Have the bulletins, right? I'll just put them in. And then before the tomorrow comes, then I'll just go in and I'll fill it in. And I'll actually write it into detail. Hey, do this first, do this first, do this first. You get what I'm saying? It would be better to actually write into detail today. So every single week I don't got to do that. But that's great. But it will make a lot of resistance towards me doing that, number one. And also, if I did that, that means every single week I probably wouldn't plan. Every single day I wouldn't plan my tomorrow. And the goal right now is to build that habit of planning your tomorrow, because Because as you can see, every single day, alhamdulillah, for the past couple of days, I've been filling in this chart. I've been filling it in. I actually have to pay Aura because I owe them $6. So if I don't pay within this week, they're going to cut that off. So I'm probably not even going to be able to track this. But I'm speaking too fast again, and you probably can't understand what I'm saying. But yeah, as you can see, I planned. I have a lot of calls this week, and I can't wait to tell you what happened next week. I can't wait to tell you what happens this week. I'm confident a lot of people are going to convert to sales calls. Because people are showing up to the calls. I'm so surprised. Like, I had even this guy, for example, he called me like, hey, man, you missed our call. What happened? And I said, no, I thought you canceled. He said, no, I didn't cancel. I was ready for the call. I even have somebody, like, I'm supposed to schedule him. I haven't scheduled him yet because he's too old. Like, some people, I don't schedule them. If I feel like their accent is too, or they're too old, I don't schedule them. Like, they want the service, but I don't schedule them. So, like, you might think I'm just scheduling anybody, but literally, I don't schedule. If the person they do real estate and sell businesses, I don't schedule them. Seriously. I think really the goal right now is looking promising. I just really got to pray. I think I have about 3 more weeks. I have this week, I have 3 weeks to sign 3 clients, basically. The goal is really for this month, like, where did I put it? The goal really for this is 4,000 calls. This needed money, so it's dependent. YouTube videos, I'm doing that. So the goal is really, if I can, this is an output. There's only so much that I can do to make that happen. That's why this week I'm practicing a whole lot. I'm rehearsing my script. See, instead of putting tasks, I'm just really, really rehearsing my script. Because that's something that my previous businesses I never did. I never rehearsed my scripts. I never looked back at my videos. This is probably my first time ever, a week, that I'm actually even reviewing my sales calls. I never did that before. With my other businesses, I did hundreds of calls and never reviewed the calls. So, yeah, I guess the pitching part is really what I'm going to really. This is my script, by the way, in case. This is how I plan my week. I want to show you the script. I don't think it really matters, but yeah, let me just show you my script real quick. This is what my script looks like. Really simple. Has a couple of questions. My goal is to make this part, the question part, really short. Because I'm cold calling these people. It's not like they came from it. It's not an inbound lead. So the questioning part, I just really want to make it very quick and brief, understand, have a conversation, and then really get into the pitch. So the pitch part is really what I'm going to be practicing a whole bunch and just making sure that I really memorize it in my head, So that way when I'm on a call with the person, and I actually broke this down to a mathematics, right? If I can get you 50 appointments per month, every one of your brokers 50 calls per month, and you guys can close 25%, that's 12 deals in your pipeline. If you can close just 4 of those deals, right, $1 million deals, that's about $400,000, and you be paying me $30,000 to make $400,000. Like, well, I would pay you $30,000 to make $50,000, let alone paying me $30,000, and $30,000 you're paying me after the deal closes. So this week, that's something I'm also going to do. I'm going to actually include this into a white paper. This is information that I want to include onto my landing page. This is a great offer. Like, the only thing left with this offer right now is, I guess, some social proof that I need, right? And just paying for the infrastructure. Because right now, I have them pay for the infrastructure. If I had, that's why I'm really looking for 5 testimonials. Because 1 is good. But 2 is good, but okay. We see 3, okay. You're doing something. 4, 5, okay. Yeah, you've done it multiple times. You know what I'm saying? And the more the merrier. The easier it is to. Some people are moved by social proof, but it helps. So if I can, if I'm able to actually just really go ahead and pay for the infrastructure for these people, it's done for. Then all I have to at that point is really just increase the commission to about 15%. 20, 30%. When I start paying for the infrastructure, that means I'm gonna be having a team that's gonna be cold calling and emailing on their behalf and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm taking 30%. Not even without a doubt, it's 30% minimum. That's what we're looking at from their commission. And at that point, we can start branching off to private equity companies, search funds and stuff like that. Because business brokers, it's a lot of them. right? So there's room for mistakes a bit. But with these private equity companies, you know, I want to be able to make sure I'm getting in there and I have the ducks in a row. I can have a game plan. I have numbers. I spoke with someone the other day, man. I'm gonna try to call him. He's like, if he can get someone to help with the deal origination, he'll give that person $1 million contract. So, you know, and this right here is a huge bottleneck for those people, by the way. It's a huge bottleneck for the people. So the offer that I have is an offer that they want, and also an offer that other people really can't. Because if I can get this person 4 deals, just 4 deals, we can make 60 grand per individual. Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like 60 grand per individual. If you increase this, just by increasing this to like 15%, you get 60 grand. If you make this 30%, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, let's go over here real quick. Like, what's 30%? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 30%. We're taking 120,000. It's a fair price. You're paying me 120,000 to make 280,000. You're not paying anything up front. You're not paying for no labor. You're not paying for nothing. I'm taking all the risk. In a way. Because if a deal doesn't close, I don't make any money. You know what I'm saying? So eventually, that's what I want to get it to. I heard some guy saying he'd pay people 50%. So I know it can go higher than that. But eventually, I want to get it to, I want to get it to that right now, just 7%, just really get people to, you know, get their eyes wide open and get them happy. But eventually, it's going to be 20-30% for sure. And that's like, you know what I'm saying, like 60,000 times how many people? Let's say, for example, we just want 30 people. That's like how much? Ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000, 100,000. That's $1 million. That's 1.8 million. 4 deals per broker. That's possible. And the way this thing works is, if you can, the way my goal is to be eventually have, because if deals are going through me and they're being closed through me, people will be bringing back more referrals to me, and the more referrals I keep coming, the more deal flow we can have consistently. In a way, the way I kind of want to make it is, I want to be the HubSpot for the deals. People know me. If you want to sell your deal, you want to sell your business, here's Robin. He can connect you with the right person. I don't know how to structure that yet, but I'm going to figure a way to do that. You know, I'm going to figure a way, because it needs to be, I think I want to just make it like the Uber. No, not the Uber. Because if you look at all these freaking companies, bro, Google is intermediary, right? Facebook is an intermediary, okay? All these platforms, they don't have shit. All they have is the people, right? Instagram doesn't have content. I think Instagram is blocked on my phone, but Instagram is blocked. Instagram doesn't have content. YouTube doesn't have content without the publishers. So all these people are doing is they're intermediaries. Airbnb is an intermediary. Like, think about any big company. Sure. 1 second. Explain. I was like, yo, I'm telling you, all these people, they're intermediaries, bro. Like, But yeah, I think I made this video long enough than it was supposed to. This is just a quick update. Just really talking to you about what's going on. And I want to start looking for like people who I can commingle with. You know, people who have aspirations and stuff like that. This would have been, like, this thing here that I'm doing would have been way easier if I had someone else who was as hungry as me. Or even hungrier, honestly. That's what I prefer. Someone probably who's hungrier than me, smarter than me, more persistent and consistent than me, or at least matches. And probably they have different skill sets. Maybe they like doing automations and all that kind of stuff, you know, the pesky stuff, and that I can take care of, because I like making up the ideas, the planning, all this. You know, I like it. I like talking to people and all that. Yeah, so even if I found someone who's completely shy, doesn't like the camera, but likes working on the back end, I guess, can do the operations and all that stuff, that'd be great. Yeah, operations is really what I'm looking for. Someone who's ops heavy, logistics, customer service and all that. Like, bro. So if you're watching this video, inbox me. Tell me that you got to this point. Tell me 26.16. Anyway, so let's just end this video. I got to record a second one. I'm going to record a cold call video. Yep, cool. So that's a weekly video for this week. And I'll see you basically on the 18th of next week and give you an update in terms of what I've done. Yep. This week, you know, this week was... I keep on going again. This week was there, you know. The week is short, man. It's short. When you really look at it, and looking at the weeks as short has really helped me a whole lot. Look, my tea is getting cold. I forgot my tea is here. Looking at the weeks for what they really are makes me going through them very easy. Especially if you don't start your day, if you have the resources and the ability to start your day at 5 a.m. or 4 a.m., 3 a.m., please start it. Like, it'll feel like you had 2 days in one day. I swear to God. That's my goal, honestly. My first goal, of course, is to be able to work every single day consistently. But the goal after that is to really be able to, get the opportunity to wake up in the AMs and do work. That's what I really want to do, man, because you can get like a bunch of stuff done in the AM and whatnot. And by the time people are waking up 9, 10 a.m., you know, you already did somebody's day already. And now you're about to do a second day again, which is probably your cold calling and stuff like that. Man, if it wasn't due to the fact that, man, I'm just trying to look. The debt problem is really what it is. If not that, plus I have, you know, bills that I'm barely even paying, that I haven't even been paying. If it wasn't for Allah right now, I'd be homeless, man. Yeah, man, that's really the goal. I'm looking at it. Probably just like, Saturday, Sunday job. I think I have something like that. If I just like, I don't know. One thing I do know is, though, if I don't get my shit right, by the time this year is done, I'm going ahead and get a sales job. Like, for example, if you look at PitchBook is hiring for stuff that I do. They're really hiring, right? Sales. They're hiring for stuff that I do for myself on a base level. Like this position here is always being hired for. And I think the minimum is like 60 grand per year. Yeah. 60 grand. And like what this person is doing, this person still gets Saturday and Sundays off. And like they get Saturday and Sundays off. It's so much BS. You know, like look at this. So we're diligently engaging incoming leads and prospect with such a new business. We're going to do overall sales goes by engaging warm leads to consistent call. Warm leads. You know, outreach. They will also improve prospect information stored in PitchBook CRM with the consistent documents. Like simple shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm Say like, you know, signing clients, new challenge, member team at the forefront emerging. Like, bro, I would call the CEO up right now and tell him, yo, you got a job that's hiring an East Coast over here. Don't pay me. Keep the base salary. Pay me on commission. Like I'm kind of confident if I apply for a sales job, I'm going to get it. I don't think these sales jobs, especially the one I'm going for too, is what people typically don't want. I saw some job the other day talking about you got to do like 50 cold calls per day minimum. I'm like, bro, I do 200. Like, that's 1/4 of what I'm doing. Like, and you're going to pay me what? 6 figures? What the fuck? But man, all these jobs, man, they're paying beautiful salaries. Last 2 weeks, it was really coming onto my head about applying for a job, man. But I don't know, man. I'm gonna stick to my plan. I can't keep switching vehicles, no matter how much what I'm doing right now is getting weird. People are saying no. You know, like, bro, even the software that I'm using to literally the software that I'm using, bro, to send invoices. My trial is finished right now, so I can't even send any more invoices right now. You know what I'm saying? I can't even send any more invoices right now. That's how crazy it is. And they want me to do an annual subscription. So that's $228, or I pay $350 every single month. $35 every single month. I need ChatGPT right now to use for Make. It was $20. That's $55. But yeah, man. Once again, man, like I said, I'm grateful. I've seen success in very short. Just like my first cold email campaign last month. Bro, look at the opportunities. And this cold email campaign wasn't even set up properly. Like, I was even trying, bro. This was just like 1,000 people contacted, by the way. That's crazy, right? Yeah, this campaign sucked ass. But this campaign did a bit good. Right? This was like, look at the copy, by the way. This was just like really joking around. This really pissed them off a whole lot. This year. I know, not here. This pissed them off a lot. Yeah, they definitely didn't like this one. But yeah, I haven't even iterated that much. But I keep on talking. So, thank you if you watched to this point. I truly and honestly love you as much as you love listening to me. And I pray that Allah gives me strength to continue and never stop what I started.